live. There we go.
That's all.
How's it going today, guys? Welcome to tonight's BioDevils podcast. We're joined by Reapers today, so why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey everybody, name's Reapers. Happy to be here and support this podcast.
And then we're also joined by one of our usuals, Brandon.
So, soap.
Soap. And then also Anthony, who actually helped us out with the document for today's podcast.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Hopefully today's a good podcast.
Yep. And then James is nowhere to be found, but he might drop in, maybe. That is if he's not Ripperino, but... And then
I heard that Kotaku wrote an article about him that we're going to discuss.
Alrighty, so why don't we get started with our first two topics, because these kind of go hand in hand, and that is the Star Wars fan RPG that was funded, but then got canceled.
I don't think it was funded, actually.
It had some cash. I think it got like $18,000.
Yeah, money was in there.
Money was in there, but it just got canceled because,
Right. This was to be, I don't know about any of you, but this was to be expected because of the fact that Disney gave exclusive rights to EA for Star Wars games.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Disney. I don't want to necessarily blame the fans that were trying to make this game for, not looking into that ahead of time, but they are partially to blame for that, and then also Disney for not thinking about, well, other people could probably want to make Star Wars games, and EA was just not a good choice. Or at least for EA to have exclusive rights to Star Wars games.
Mm-hmm. And I think, honestly, if he really wanted to make an RPG, like a Star Wars type of RPG, what he really should have done is just, rebranded it, say some stupid crap, inspired by Star Wars, or something like that. Mm-hmm. Just have it War of the Planets or some shit like that. I don't know.
Universe Wars.
Universal battles. I don't know.
And you can have Dank Vegan or something like that for Darth Vader.
Darth Vegan.
Dank Vegan.
Dank.
Man. I will say, though, as far as I'm aware, he was trying to go for a Witcher 3 style of RPG, which could have been interesting for a Star Wars game in on itself.
Yeah.
But, given that, again, Disney I think they gave EA, a decade worth of exclusive rights to Star Wars games.
Yeah, good job, Disney.
Decade.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get We're not instead of actual Star Wars Battlefront, we're not getting anything.
Yeah, I remember I had to explain to someone why Star Wars Battlefront is not worth picking up. For obvious reasons. One, it's EA, and other fucking bullshit DLC microtransactions.
It lacks a third of the content that Battlefront 2 had.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's fucking EA. I mean, why would you want to bother with EA?
Nope. Stay away.
Exactly. But does anyone else have anything to say about this?
About what again?
The fan Star Wars game.
RPG?
Yeah, the.
Oh no.
Nope. Anybody else?
Not really.
Nah.
Okay, so I guess we can move on to the next topic, which it's what is our next topic?
Chicago.
Oh, yeah, I missed that one. Yeah, so in my city, the city of Chicago, colleges are actually offering a scholarship for gaming, but of course it's for a specific type of gamer, specific types of games, i.e. if you play Dota, League of Legends, things of that nature, you will get the scholarship. And I will say that to an extent, I'm happy about this because, well, for one, at least there's something positive coming out of this. But on the other side, I'm thinking, well, where's my fucking scholarship? I game
Go
all
get
day.
ones.
I don't want to play League.
Dom's jelly.
I don't want to play no Dota.
Yeah,
Can
Well,
I get a
I
scholarship
don't
know.
for playing Resident Evil?
a Dota class. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
I'm not,
Actually, I think
I'm
there's
not
something
mobile.
like that in my school.
What did you say, Brandon?
I'm not like mogul. I don't play Dota.
PT teacher.
Yeah, Moogle can now get a job. He can be coaching people.
Oh man.
He's gonna kill me when he sees this.
I really don't have much to say about it because like I want because like it's good that people are getting it, but like they're giving to e athletes now, but at the same time it's like what about the other people who may have played competitive games, not just League or Dota? Like I know I want to say EFGC, but then again,
Well,
I just proved my point. I just proved my point by just mentioning that up because FGC is full of a bunch of trash.
to cut you off there, and I apologize for doing so, but like
Mm.
it's going back to the whole like, well, what about other games and what other people play? People don't, you don't have to play competitive games to be good at something or make a competition out of it. I mean, you could turn something competitive, but it doesn't necessarily have to have that competitive like nature of it.
Awesome names on the
Um,
quest.
for
I'm
example,
guessing.
like for example, if they turned like speed running into like some kind of, quote unquote e-sport, which I really hate that term, but at least it's, why isn't that something that they're pushing? Because then that doesn't necessarily apply to something like League of Legends or Dota or anything like that. That can apply to any and every game.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my stance on that.
Gotta push Shaq Fu for evil, guys. Push Shaq Fu for evil.
Oh my God. Could you imagine that? Just Shaq shows up on stage.
Yeah! I'd be the only guy screaming in the corner, just like, yeah, get him, Shaq, get him!
So Tony, does that mean that because you name dropped Evo, are you gonna become a legend now?
Yes, I will.
Yep.
BioDevils podcast has immediately struck into fame.
We've become legends.
Legendary status confirmed by esports.
Yep. But does anybody else have anything to say about this particular topic, or?
Yeah, give me a scholarship.
Where's my
My
scholarship?
city, bruh. Do it.
Hopefully we'll go to... Oh, okay, whatever.
But in other news, I think this one was from you, Brandon, the Busty Arena.
Yeah, I
fighter.
need the links again. Yeah, just anyone who cares about that game or cares about sexy women.
That's why
That's
I told you to get in the document, dude. I'll just send an email address that you have.
Yeah, I forgot to open it.
Here you go. I think that's the link.
That's a document, not the. Whatever.
Oh, well, I linked you to that whole. Okay, whatever.
I'll just say what I
Yeah.
have. Busty Arena Fighter smashing the battle heads to the west this March on PC.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeet.
There's that whole.
So anyone who wants that big-breasted women fighting it out, there you go.
I may actually.
I'm sure you're.
Go. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. What I want to say is like that. Okay. You know what? Since it's heading to PC, I'm actually interested in it because, well, of course it's heading to PC, but another fighting game I can have on PC.
Mm-hmm. With
Yep.
I find it interesting how we're seeing these more. I don't know if you can like classify it as like DOA style of game, but just more like, I guess you can say like more lewd type of game.
Open.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it funny how we're starting to see more and more of these kinds of games when Koei Tecmo is just like, yeah, you guys don't need DOA X3. Isn't it kind of, I don't know,
Yep.
coincidental that this is all happening?
Yeah.
It's like they kind of screwed themselves over in the process of saying anything like that. But
Okay.
that's just,
I will support it on Stream Greenlight. Okay. I am doing that
Stream green light.
Steam Greenlight. I will do that right as we're doing that right as I currently speak.
Nice.
Nice, go support it.
Yep. See women duke it
Anything
out in
else?
with big boobies.
Hmm.
So anybody else
Yeah,
have
that
any
was a guy.
opinions on it?
Nope. Just
Um,
give me the boobs and don't censor it.
It's good. More fighting games, more boobs. What else could you ask for?
Actually, I'm
exactly.
looking at this. It's an action RPG. I'm
Oops.
stupid. I'm stupid. I thought because it said Busty Arena Fighter. I'm like, oh, fighting game. But oh well. You know, it still looks good. I'm still gonna buy it.
Still
I'll
should
still
be
get
fun.
it.
Yeah, you think arena and fighter, and that just automatically,
You
clicks
know,
to
like
fighting
Anarchy
game.
Reigns or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I could have been a brawler for anything else. I mean, no, I don't know, but let's move on to the next topic, which is Yakuza Kiwami has gotten some screenshots. So if you guys can take a look at that. I think it also got a trailer as well, but I don't know if
I haven't
we have
seen it
that
yet.
in the document. But in any case, you guys should check out the screenshots and trailer.
They look amazing.
Yep.
Agreed. Um, yeah, I mean, I wasn't like I don't know. I kind of had mixed opinions on remaking the original Yakuza, but I'm still looking forward to it to an extent, and maybe it might even actually make the experience even better.
All right.
Though I am gonna miss Mark Hamill as Majima.
Majima.
Was he Majima?
Yeah, he was
He was
Yes.
Majima.
Majima. He was
Whoa.
Majima in the original PS2 release.
I didn't notice. I played it and I didn't even notice. Oh my god.
Oh
Mhm.
wow, really?
Yeah. Kazuma-san.
What else do we
I
got
guess
here?
there's no other choice.
Valkyria Chronicles Remaster. That also got some screenshots, so you should definitely check those out. I definitely gotta check those out because I want to get into that game series
You
franchise.
should. It's awesome. Can't wait
Yeah,
for
because
4.
I do like the characters from that were in Project Cross Zone, so they did kind of interest me in that
No, did
franchise.
you see the screenshots or trailer for Valkyrie 4?
I haven't. I haven't
I
seen
you
anything.
haven't yet. I showed you this ages ago.
Mm,
Good lord.
maybe I did.
Yeah.
If I did, I forgot.
Real quick, go
Um,
Google it up and you'll see why, I'm really looking forward to it. And James likes the character a lot. The blue
oh,
hair chick. Just real
I,
quick.
I won't do it right now because we're doing the podcast, so I don't want to waste time on that. But
Mm-hmm.
in some bigger
Multitask. Full
news, no.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna be right
casual.
back.
Alright.
In some bigger news, Sony CEO says that the PlayStation VR will have over 100 titles, and I want to say bullshit.
I want to say
I want.
maybe, but it's gonna be like a bunch of throwaway games.
Maybe.
Cause remember there. He said 100 games. That's a lot of games we don't know about, so I cannot call it out just yet.
Yeah.
For all we know, he could just mean 100 games that are supported with it
Mm.
that might have already been released, and they might just get patched to include that type of support.
Yeah, that could be it. So that equals 100 games. So
Yeah, so in that case, he wouldn't be wrong. Like maybe I can play something like Resident Evil Revelations 2 with PlayStation VR. I don't know why I would play it like that, but maybe I would. Um, something like that.
Mm.
But at the moment, we don't know. But and I'm personally thinking that it's more or less just an exaggeration rather than uh, you know, truth. But
Yeah.
what do you guys think?
I don't
I
think
don't
it's
care
gonna
much
be
for
100.
VR. I don't care personally.
Mm,
VR could be good if done right, but 100 games, I don't think so.
yeah.
They said the same thing about the PS Move, and only got like a good handful amount of games for it.
Right, handful. I think it got like I don't know, like 30 something games or something like that. Some
Yeah.
obscure number that ended up getting like patch patched in support, or like that is the only type of controller you can have supported for said
Right,
game.
right.
'Cause, I mean, like, let's be honest, nobody really cared about motion controls. VR might be a different story. Maybe people will jump in on VR, but it just all depends on the price point, which we will talk about with Oculus.
VR has been a thing for about 30 years now, I believe, because it was like heavily talked about in the 80s or 90s, and it was died off quickly.
Yeah, and then we all know how Nintendo failed at VR.
Virtual Boy, yeah, I remember that.
Hello, Virtual
Virtual
Boy.
virtual what now?
The Virtual Boy.
Yeah, sarcasm down.
Um, is Tony still here?
No, he left.
Oh,
He said, "Be right back."
okay. Well, I guess we can continue without him because I don't think we have much to say on this.
Mhm.
What is this? Real life footage of what the fuck is it? No,
Skip that,
we're
don't.
skipping that.
Don't even mention that.
Sony
What? I
registration.
just realized what you said. Real footage of Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I
Sony
just realized what
registers
you just said.
trademark for Days Gone under games and online games. I don't have an opinion on this, so you know.
Yeah, this could be a new IP by Sony.
It's
Mhm.
kind of hard to talk about it if you don't know what it looks like or what it is yet.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
speculation wise, this could be a new IP, which they could show more at E3.
Yeah. It's interesting, but I need to see more.
hmm
Mhm.
I just don't have an opinion on it, so I'm not going to speak on it. But I guess we can move on to the next topic, and that is the PlayStation 4 sales surpass 35.9 million units.
Hmm.
Yeah, guess how much the Xbox One sold?
Tell me,
Um,
Brandon.
18.
yeah, I think that's an article we are going to talk about. But as far as this is concerned, you know, I don't know, like it's great and all, but like I think the PlayStation 4 and I think anybody who owns one can agree that it's like we've waited for about I don't know 2 or 3 years for games to start coming on it, and we're now seeing for 2016 and 2017 that we're gonna finally start getting the games that we want to see on the console.
That's really good. I'm really happy about them getting a lot of games. As some of you guys probably know, they are getting like a lot of fighting games that usually would be multi-plat, like Street Fighter and KOF, which
Mhm.
is cool. And also they have in E3 they had Black Ops on their stage instead of the usual Xbox thing, which was interesting.
Yup.
Yep.
A lot of corners have been turned for Sony favor.
Yep. That you are not wrong about. I mean, we've even seen people who were, maybe in favor of, uh, like Xbox consoles or whatever, just because of personal preference and whatnot, suddenly jump ship for the PS4 because they're saying, either exclusive content or exclusive release dates or whatever, timed exclusive stuff coming out on the PlayStation 4, which is might have influenced their decision on getting a PS4.
Yeah. I mean, when you
Yeah.
really think about it, what games are really coming out for the Xbox? Scalebound was supposed to come out,
Now,
but it's got pushed back. And the only thing I could think of is Crackdown and Quantum Break.
I guess you can argue Tomb Raider, but I
Yeah.
don't know. But like,
that's coming on PC in the end of the month, which is
Mhm.
January 18th. Well, not 18th,
and it's supposed to get
28th.
a PS4 release,
Yeah.
so it's like I could wait for the PS4 version, not
Yeah.
something that's I think what what Microsoft needs to do is they need to start if third-party developers aren't going to be coming in to support them with like exclusive games. They need to like take the initiative to make their own first-party games that are exclusive, that aren't just Halo. You
All
know,
right.
um, like I would say Nintendo is a good example of this because while they might not get the
They have
support,
a choice.
yeah, they do, but like unlike like Nintendo, they will while they don't have a that support or whatever, they at least come out with their own unique first party exclusives. And yeah, sure, it might be the same thing over and over again, but at least they vary it up with various different franchises.
Right.
Hmm.
But does anybody else have any opinions on this? Or
Okay, I'm back.
Hmm?
We were talking about armored no, Recore.
no,
What's next?
we were talking about the PlayStation 4 sales worldwide.
Sorry.
Hmm?
I was just back. Oh yeah, by that joke. By the way, that joke that the real life footage of Sonic's dick. It was just a link to Toot Toot Sonic Warrior. That's it.
Never again.
It was just my joke. But whatever. I don't really have much to say other than good jobs. GG Sony. Now
Uh,
now please add the real features. Just please have PlayStation Network for free now instead of having to play for Plus to play
uh, that
online.
I that I can agree with. That is something that's an issue between both Sony and Microsoft. But that's a whole nother topic for another day. Next we have Keiji Inafune with armor. Wait,
Recore.
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 Yeah, we'll just call it Recore. Um,
That's what it's called, Recore.
Because
That's what the game is called.
it says Armature's Recore.
oh, okay, yeah. I don't know
Yeah,
why I
because
was.
somebody
I
else
think
is
that's the company.
developing the game.
Like, what the hell, Keith? What the hell, Inafune? You're doing Mighty Number 9. It was like, all of a sudden you're shooting to this Metroid Prime-esque game for Xbox One.
Good question. How you get powered? How you get on this project anyway?
Yeah,
That's
how
weird.
did, what is he gonna do, honestly? Like, did he...
all of your money, Mighty Number 9 fans.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, him. Yeah. For those who donated to Mighty Number 9, you probably feel bad about yourself right now.
He probably used the money
You
for
probably
Mighty
should
Number
have
9.
donated. Honestly, you
Yes.
guys honestly should have donated to the better game, so not to have Genie Hero.
Or
Well,
the
no,
better
they're-
game, Red Ad.
Red ass.
Right.
Well, yeah,
Or
that's-
you could have also donated to Indivisible, but that didn't come until like a year later. 2 years,
Well,
actually.
I think there were other games that could have backed. I think what would have been the better decision, and yeah, I'm guilty of reposting that trailer because I thought at the time I thought KG was being legit, but over time we saw how that wasn't the case. So as far as KG Inafune goes, I just hope that every single one of his projects fail at this point because he just does not care. And as Kamiya said, he's just a businessman.
All right.
It's a matter.
But does anybody else have any opinions on this?
It's been
coming to
delayed.
Windows
It's coming to
10.
Windows.
I have Windows 10. The only reason I upgraded to Windows 10 is for Killer Instinct. I hope it works on my computer though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Recore will. I don't know if Recore will. So.
Tony, I don't know what this game is.
Yeah, it
Because
looks like it was announced at E3.
What is this game?
Wait, no, Recore.
The next
Recore.
game. The next game.
Honeycomb Studio, dude.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck are you on about
I
with
put
this?
the best ass and titties to the cam show. The Reaping plot should be out before the end of March, and that makes me excited because I was expecting to get it in like June or something like that.
Mhm.
But by March, I'm just so excited because it's just gonna be. I'm just so happy just that we're getting it so soon.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion on this, so if anybody else.
Don't
wants
worry
to-
about it like having glitches or something like that or being anything like that because this is a like roller coaster tycoon type game we're talking about.
Mhm. Does anybody else have any opinions on this?
Not really.
Is this just all anime?
Nope.
Okay, if it's on sale the first week, I will consider giving a copy away.
Oh well, people are gonna hold that up to you.
Yeah.
It was gonna be like, bruh, where's my copy?
Is that
Yeah.
copy
My
promised?
copy.
Yeah, maybe like I'll have like a maybe I'll like stream it the first day and like literally first day and give away my honey honey pop and honey cam copy. Oh, stream it on Twitch on the first day.
Uh, are we good to move on, or
Yeah,
Yeah.
ready. Stream it on
so
Twitch. Let's do that.
so Dying Light: The Following got a story trailer. I don't know much about Dying Light outside of just it's a zombie game with parkour mechanics. Um,
I'd tell you this, Dying Light was made by the same developers, or at least some people from the developing team from what's it called, Dead Island.
oh, Dead Island.
But truth be
That's why it
told,
looks
Dead
so
Island
bad.
sucks.
It sucks.
hmm
I wouldn't be caught
Um,
dead playing that, to be honest.
yeah, so if anyone's looking forward to Dying Light: The Following, it's got a story trailer. You can check out the link there. I don't have an opinion on it, but
Pretty
yeah.
good.
Anybody else?
Dying light. It is a dying light, to be honest.
So I guess we can move on to the next game. This is just an announcement for anybody who's looking forward to Piranha Bytes. That has gotten its minimum requirements revealed, so you should be able to check that out. Um,
And the big thing that Dom I know wanted to talk about.
that is not Operation Raccoon City, sir.
That is
That is
Operation Raccoon City, the good edition,
no, it is
12
Outbreak
years ago,
HD.
which is the
Yep.
good edition.
Outbreak.
Heart
So,
broken.
stop. Anyway, while he's fucking around on the document, um, so I wanted to do a video on this separately, but I just got it cut up with so much stuff today that I just did not have the chance to do it. I was thinking about doing one tomorrow, but then I figured, why don't we just talk about it here?
Because why
And
not?
honestly, I hope it's true. I never got a chance to experience Outbreak online at least, so this would definitely be up my alley. And not to mention, this is the way you'd have to do Resident Evil co-op or multiplayer right. So, you know.
Operation Raccoon City.
I wouldn't mind trying it out. I actually pre-ordered the Resident Evil Zero, so
I wouldn't mind trying it out either. Like it's hopefully it actually will work on my on my PC because I got gifted Resident Evil Zero HD on Steam and I know it's not going to work on my computer and I'm really sad face about that.
I think it uses the same engine as
Yeah,
Resident Evil Remake and
that's
Zero.
why. Because I don't have enough RAM for Resident Evil 1.
Right. Um, but in any case, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'd be hyped for it. Plus, this could mean potentially new content because we're seeing Capcom add in like a lot of new content
Oh
to
yeah,
re-releases.
unlike Sega.
Sega.
Well, the Yakuza HD collection says hi.
Yeah, but that's Japan Sega. I'm talking about American Sega.
Oh, American Sega just like fuck you. You don't want any good games. You just want Sonic.
yeah.
Actually, I will correct myself on that because when Christian Whitehead was doing the ports of Sonic 1, 2, and CD, he actually added new stuff to the game, like being able to play as Tails in Sonic CD, or like actually adding new like the cut stages were actually finished and put into Sonic 2.
But are we talking about modern Sonic? Or I mean, not modern Sonic. Are we talking about modern Sega or retro Sega?
This is modern Sega, but back in like 2010 to 13.
hmm
Brandon,
But now,
I know you
but
like
guess what?
Resident Evil. Oh,
But
go ahead.
hey, at least that man Christian Whitehead, at least he's working on Freedom Planet 2. So
Oh,
GG Sega.
Brandon, I know you really like Resident Evil. What's your thoughts on a Outbreak HD remaster?
Well, I never played them, so I'm gonna give them a try.
Mhm.
That's the
I
same.
really want to try them out myself.
Yeah, I've played the file one outbreak, the first one.
Mm.
Um, the From what I've played, because you can play it offline, it's just that the AI is like really fucking stupid. Like they make Sheva look smart in RE5.
Oh God.
I shit you not, they run around in circles not working as a team, and you can tell when you're playing that game, you gotta work as a group and you know you gotta do things because there are certain points in the game where well maybe you're not able to do that because your particular character cannot do a certain thing because they don't have a specific item or ability.
Mm.
So that's something that I hope they fix for the offline portion of the game.
All right.
But yeah. Does anybody else have anything to say about Outbreak HD? If it's about the rumor for it at least.
Let it be both Foul 1 and 2.
I will say this, Brandon, and I don't mean to cut off anybody who wants to go next. I think they'll probably do it the same way they did it with Resident Evil HD and Resident Evil Zero HD, where they release the first file digital only, but then when the second file comes out, they'll release like a physical collection.
Uh-huh.
Should be interesting.
hmm But does anybody else want to go before we move on?
About Outbreak.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would pick it up. I would probably pick it up as like I would pick it up if it works on my PC, but still I would pick it up because it kind of I looked at gameplay footage of it and it kind of does look it looks a little interesting. So
Yeah, like from what I've played, it's not a bad game. It's just that the AI is not very smart.
but yeah, I'd play Outbreak HD if it
hmm
would work.
Anyways, in some Final Fantasy news, Final Fantasy 14 Heaven Sword voice actress, Cian Blake, I think that's how her name is pronounced, is found dead, which
I
is
read
some very
What?
unfortunate news. Yes, a voice actress from Final Fantasy 14 has been found dead.
it's kind of I'm reading this article. It's kind of creepy because it said police previously confirmed no. Blake was age 43 while her son Sam and Zachary both. The Met police are MEC police are investigating what believes to be a murder as the bodies were found in her garden. So her and her sons were found dead in her garden. That's kind of
Damn.
creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some very unfortunate news.
Yeah.
So I I'm kind of like I'm speechless. Like I don't.
I'm stunned. I don't know what to say about that.
All right.
Yeah. It's very sad when you see a voice actor or actress die, let alone something horrid like this happen, and it's something that no one wishes to ever happen. Like even if it's like a horrible voice actor or a person you don't like, you just hope that that stuff never really happens.
Yeah,
And not
like
mention her kid is dead too.
Right, which that's even worse. Like whoever did that is just utter scum.
Hey,
what's
why
weird
attack
is that the
children?
most top voted comment on the article is someone really hated her dub.
Hmm.
No
I'm like,
respect.
I'm confused by that. It's not supposed to be. I know is it supposed to be a joke, or are you actually serious about it, or it's yeah, whatever. It's just
That is
like,
no respect for the deed.
but she was even like, she was if she's 43, she was really young.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even younger than Michael Jackson, and we were saying he was young.
Yeah.
So yeah,
At least she lived a close to a full life, so that's something.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to dwell on this too much, so I think it's best that we move on to the next topic.
Hmm.
Unless if anybody else has anything to say.
Yeah, catch
mm,
that murderer.
Yeah.
Jesus.
hmm So the Oculus Rift founder, or Oculus founder, on competition with PSVR/5 or whatever, working on a price reduction on the headset for the future. For those of you that don't know, the Oculus Rift is being priced at $600, and no one's happy about that.
I bet it's very
Even
expensive.
Chad
More
Warden
than a
ain't happy because of this. Thing is, Chad Warden ain't even happy because it comes with an Xbox controller, not a PS triple controller.
PS Quad, man.
PS Quad. It
I
does
know
come with
the
PS Quad.
I know that the Tekken director said that he didn't like the price point either.
Yeah, you got people like a guy who makes fighting games saying that.
Yeah,
and
he hopes it's not.
Go.
Yeah, you had one job and you fucked that up.
Yeah, like I could understand if the thing was like I don't know, like $100. That's a little bit more reasonable, but $600. You think people got $600 to just throw around like it's chump change? People got bills to pay and
Yeah.
shit. Like,
Yeah,
come
hell
on, man.
no.
There's
Thing
people
is,
out
we're
there
not
with
Chad
$600 to
Wooden. We're
throw.
not Chad Wooden. We can't wipe our ass for $600.
Oh my god.
I mean, you might as well just buy like a really good video card with that much money, and then just run everything really
Exactly.
good. Yeah.
There's so much stuff you can do with $600 that I don't think people would be willing enough
I could
to
buy a
pay.
PS4 with that money. I could buy both PS4 and Xbox One with that money.
Tony, did you just get rid of the Metabot?
No.
animated-
I added like the same because it was like another article that was about Oculus.
Oh,
Because it's just like developer in the industry, people react. So like just to put that there.
oh, I see. But yeah, anybody else have any opinions before we move on to
Sorry
some
about
more
that.
interesting news?
No.
VR's for casuals.
Yep. I don't know, like VR sounds interesting, but if I have to pay $600 for that, I'm walking away.
Nope.
Hmm.
I'd demo it, but not buy it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think anybody would definitely give it a shot. Tony, you have any opinions on that before we move on?
I'm not buying no Oculus. That's all I'm gonna say. Not yet, but
Alright.
$600, no.
Alrighty, so Metabot's girls mission is has gotten screenshots, and it also confirms that there's going to be over 20 female playable characters. And I just want to know one thing: where are people like Anita talking? Why aren't they talking about games like this? I mean, when
don't
this
need
Because they're going for the big fish.
exactly, because you'll never hear them talk about things like this. They always just want to point to games that are, either lewd or just don't even, aren't even an issue, but they're trying to create an issue for it. And it's like, just why? So, yeah, I think it's definitely interesting to see that this game is coming out with mainly a female cast, and if I'm not mistaken, it's a fighting game or something like that. I didn't take a look too much. I only looked at the screenshots. I didn't take a look at a trailer or video. So
It looks more like an RPG.
oh, is it an RPG?
Yeah, it looks
'cause
more
I
like.
didn't really take a look at it all that much. So I think I only looked at like 2 screenshots for it. So I don't have an opinion outside of just this information on it. But what are your guys' thoughts?
Brain
to wa-
on the titties.
I used to watch the show, so I might try it out.
Boobs, that's all.
Thank you,
That's
Brandon.
kind of cool.
So as
How big it's localized?
is it not getting localized?
I don't know if it is or not, but it's, like it just said it's only coming out in Japan for currently. But hopefully, maybe like Atlas or hopefully someone will come by and localize it.
Right.
About honeypots. Ah, $1 million.
Yeah, do it. Just do it.
Do it.
But does anybody else have any opinions on this?
No.
Other than that, just hopefully it gets localized and kind of looks
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.
If like say if I had a 3DS and I got it from someone, or say I saw it in the store for a good price, I'd probably pick it up.
Mhm. So, I think this is probably going to be the bigger news that we have to talk about for tonight, and that is Psychonauts 2 being funded.
God help us. Like I said, Trash
Why
2.
did you people fund this? And I'm only talking to the people that funded this game. Why did you fund it? I mean, because we already know that Tim Schafer is not good with money. What makes you think he'll be good with your money now?
Yeah, even though it's like, oh my God, Psychonauts 2, I was getting excited for like the first 5 seconds. I was like, oh wait, Tim Schafer.
I don't even play Sakana, so I really don't care about the game at all.
I mean, they funded it because they really liked the game, so I'm guessing they wanted a sequel badly, so they took the hit.
No, just
Yeah,
don't.
it's like the thing is that it would have been like I can understand some people might not know who Tim Schafer is or understand like what he has done,
Mm.
so to speak. And there are some people that are just ignorant on that. Maybe there are some people that are oh my kid really likes this game, so I'll help fund it for them or whatever.
Mm.
Because they're gonna get the game regardless. Um, but it's like outside of that, it's just like when you know about this information, and I'm sure a majority of these people who funded this game know about the information and just would rather let fandom blind actual judgment on something like this.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of pathetic, honestly. Is does anybody else want to say anything? It kind of died down.
No, like my thing is also,
Sorry, I was
why
looking at
didn't you
something
people?
that looks really good, so sorry.
Okay,
That's, that's what,
here's my thing. Also with Psychonauts 2, why didn't you people just give some of that money to Indivisible? Why weren't some of you smart and actually go to Indivisible? You wanna know why? You should have done Indivisible because it had a playable demo. It actually has a lot of screenshot, a lot of content out for you to see. And they were really clear about their stretch goal, about like where the money is going and stuff like that. And yet, Psychonauts 2 gets more money than that.
I was gonna say they could have funded games like Shenmue 3. I will say that the only thing I had a problem with Shenmue is that how they weren't giving PayPal backers the Kickstarter
Hmm.
rewards. That's the only
yeah,
problem I
that is
had.
just messed up.
But outside of that, at least Shenmue 3 would have been a game that should have been. It should have gotten more funding than what it did. I mean, sure, 6 million is not that bad for a game like that, but it could have gotten more.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion on that. Does anybody else want to go before we move on? What?
What?
Okay, I guess we could move on then. No, no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Just, you
So,
suck, Tim Schafer, you suck.
so this is something that should make a lot of Doom fans happy. They're going for a very rock and
Yay.
roll and very metal feel to the game, which is awesome. That's what Doom should be about. I mean, I haven't really
That's
played
a heavy
all that much
metal.
Doom, but as far as Doom goes, it needs to be fucking metal. Like,
I played Doom 1 and how like I played Doom 1. I played a little bit of Doom 2. I never played Doom 3, but I think I'd probably be interested in it because like I did enjoy the first Doom and Doom 2. It looks more like I've heard mixed things about Doom 3 because like I heard it was repetitive, but like you only visit hell in the last
I
hour.
have I have Doom 3 BFG edition, which comes with all three Doom games.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm having a blast with those games. Can't wait for 4.
hmm
But I hold on. I and I've looked at them. I looked at a few of the screenshots and I'm like, oh my god, this looks like Doom 1 and Doom 2 put the HD and stuff like that. I'm like, I want this game.
Yeah, that's actually a good point that you bring up because actually the following topic is the Doom 4 screenshots, which I really got a vibe from like old school Doom, like Doom 1
Hmm.
style of Doom. So I'm glad that they're trying to have a blend between old and new. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the development team that's making this is the same development team that worked on Wolfenstein: The New Order.
I think so, because, like, yeah.
So, if that's the case, that means that the game is in good hands because, if I'm not mistaken, they kind of did that with Wolfenstein, where they kind of took from the good Wolfensteins and mixed it in with some new stuff,
Hmm.
which is always good to see. I mean, but anybody else have any opinions on Doom and its?
Gilmore had to leave because of a family emergency. So
Okay.
best wishes goes to him.
Yep. Hope everything gets solved and taken care of.
Hmm.
And Brandon, did you say you had anything else to talk about for Doom in regards to its metal feel and
For Doom.
yeah,
It better be good.
yeah,
Better be good. I can't wait for it though. Yeah, the E3 presentation was like the best thing they shown. I don't care about
Yeah.
Fallout 4. That was the greatest thing they shown there.
Yeah, I can agree with that, actually.
hmm Anyways, let's move on to something
Doom
that
4 looks
all
so
three of
good.
us actually really like: Devil May Cry, and specifically Capcom talking about Devil May Cry 4 dioramas, where they're basically just showing off the character models that were used in game for Devil May Cry. And I have a feeling, I don't know about you guys, outside of just Uncle Dante saying that we're getting 5, that the only reason why they're pushing DMC4 is that maybe we'll see Devil May Cry 5 soon, and this is why they're pushing
Well,
something like
remember they
this.
keep on pushing DMC, but it's failing.
Well,
That
they
is
keep trying to
true.
shove it down our throats, so you know. I take Uncle Dante's word
We better
for
get a 5.
uh, if Uncle Dante says we're gonna get it, then we're probably gonna get it.
Most likely.
But as far as the dioramas go, as far as that screenshot goes, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean,
I don't know.
mm,
I don't know. I guess it's kind of interesting that they get to share some of the resources that were used for the game.
Yeah, like shows how to actually, rebalance the game so we make other guys are stronger.
Yeah.
Get out empty frameworks. Kappa.
MT framework so good, please nerf.
OP framework.
OP framework, please nerf.
That's what their new
Narc.
name should have been. OP framework.
Yeah,
Anyways,
eat your heart on Unreal Engine with GMC.
in some smaller news, there's new content going into old school RuneScape. I don't have an opinion on RuneScape. I know about it, but I just don't have an
I don't
opinion.
know what it is.
It's
What? Actually, I
basically
know by
like
name, but I don't know exactly what it is.
I
it's
know a lot
basically
of.
like another World of Warcraft or
It's not a World of Warcraft. Get your face out of here.
yes, it is.
It's
Don't
not
lie.
WoW. It's
Oh
like OG
boy,
RuneScape. It's like basically one of the first MMO MMOs a lot of people played, and it's good that's getting more content.
As
Uh,
far as I'm aware, it's just getting like a new continent or whatever.
but yeah, I'm happy it's getting more content.
Yeah, I mean that's always good when a
It's
game can get new content.
especially an old ass game.
Oh yeah, especially that would actually give you reason to keep playing it.
Because that game's like freaking 16. No, I could be wrong on that. Maybe like 20 years old.
hmm but yeah, let's move on. So, Final Fantasy on PC is getting a no random encounter mode and a HD cutscenes and etc. and whatnot. But I don't have an opinion on Final Fantasy, so I'll let any of you talk about this. Either of you.
That's Final Fantasy 9, I believe, which is gonna finally got a PC release or is already out.
Mhm.
Personally, I don't care about 9, so it's whatever. But
I've heard
to
9
people that
is
actually like it,
I've heard 9 is like
To
the
the people that
actual.
actually likes it,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go.
to the people that actually likes 9 and want the better looking version, here you go.
Okay. What I wanted to say is like I've heard 9 is basically the last back to form Final Fantasy, kind of like how 7 and 8 just went all super dark and serious and stuff when before
Cyberpunk.
they yeah they went all cyberpunk and stuff like that.
Well, technically 6 went cyberpunk too.
But still, it was still in the reign of like OG of retro of like old Final Fantasy. But still, I feel no, I don't know. It was a return to form. So it's interesting that Square's re-releasing this one because I think there's like I know there is a fan base out there for Final Fantasy 9 because people were saying it's like they were saying it was some people think it's better than 7 I think because it's more of a Final Fantasy game or something like that. But yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to those fans personally,
Oh,
so I don't care.
I've never played 7, so or 9.
I played 7, it's a lot of fun. Well, the Final Fantasy formula is updated in a way, so it's whatever.
And hopefully, it looks like the PC port actually this time won't be bad.
Hmm. Any other thoughts before we move on?
Mm.
You, Brandon?
No.
Alrighty. So, Homefront. So, for our next topic, Homefront is actually getting a release date for May. Um, I don't know why there's a question or a potential release date. I guess that's why the question mark is there. But for anybody who's looking forward to Homefront, I kind of was. I don't know if I am now, but I don't know. If you're interested in Homefront 2, it's coming soon. More news, unless if anybody else has any opinions on that.
Not really, because like
Don't
I'd
care
never
about
played
Homefront.
Homefront. I don't want to say I don't care about it. Like I've heard a few things about it, but yeah.
How about you, Brendan?
No.
All right. Some Fallout news. Actually, not Fallout news, but a new game called Under Rail. It's inspired by Fallout,
Don't
and it's
work.
kind of more like a dungeon crawler game. So, if anybody's looking forward to that, you can
It's
also
part of Fallout.
yeah. So, if anybody's looking forward to that game,
It's probably based on the Fallout 1 and 2
7.5 out of
games.
10,
yeah.
apparently.
But also in more smaller news, there's a Mortal Kombat game that's coming out in the
No,
Atari 2600.
it's like a tech demo for like a Mortal Kombat retro game for Atari 2600. And I looked at it and I'm like, oh my goodness, is it even worse in Mortal Kombat than Mortal Kombat on Game Boy?
Probably. It's the Atari 2600. I mean, I wouldn't expect much from it. Um,
Mm.
Brandon, I know you like Mortal Kombat, so what are your
Of
thoughts
course
on
I do.
this?
Thoughts on what again? What port is this again?
Mortal Kombat on Atari 2600.
Atari 2600. It didn't make past the prototype, I bet you. Quite frankly, though, who cares about an Atari 2600?
Well, the retro collectors, I guess.
Well, anybody with common sense, I'm just kidding, but no.
I have a friend who owns
I'm
a
glad
Atari
it came out.
2600, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
It probably look
there's
bad if it
probably
didn't come
some
out
good
on
games
Atari.
on there, but there's some.
As far as
I
I
don't know
know,
about you, but I think the furthest I'll go back is to like NES, and that's about it.
yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know, not really much thoughts on it. I haven't really seen much of the port, and I bet you it looks bad.
Yeah, it's definitely bad. It's Atari 2600. What do you expect? It's fucking pixels. That's all. Less pixels than like Super Nintendo. So
At least it ain't Mortal Kombat on Game Boy.
you do have a point.
And people are like, oh, that game doesn't look bad. I'm like, no, Mortal Kombat on Game Boy is really
This
bad.
looks awful.
Oh, you're looking at it now.
Oh, now you look at it.
Um, Anyways, let's move on to our next piece of news, and that is Etrian Odyssey 5 development wrapping up. So, for anybody who's anticipating that game, just know that it's almost done in terms of its development. Um,
I was kind of looking forward to it. Like, I don't have a 3DS, but I was kind of looking forward to it. Especially, I think it brought in more fans with Persona Q, because that was made by the Etrian team, and maybe people like the gameplay from that. They're gonna move on and check out the new Etrian Odyssey.
right. It is what it is. I don't have an opinion on it, so I'll let anybody else talk about that if they do. But
I don't play Persona, so I have no opinion.
is it Persona?
No, it's not Persona.
Oh yeah,
It's Etrian Odyssey 5. That's not. I
I
don't.
never that game either, so I have no opinion.
But yeah, the people,
Yeah,
the devs of that made what I was considering to Persona, because the devs of that made Persona Q on 3DS.
Oh. Um.
So it should be well.
Mhm.
Should be okay.
So wait, is this a joke bulletin thing, or is
Yeah,
this
skip it. Because
Oh,
it's some of the same articles we've had. We already
Oh.
talked about the Oculus Rift because it's going
Alright.
$5.99.
Deus Ex supposed to be reconquering.
Oh wait,
the
before we move on to that, wait. Before we move on to that, you know what's the ironic part about that title? It was censored in the West, where it got localized.
What?
What
The
game?
the name of it, Acropolis Trip. It was Acropolis Trip in the West.
Wasn't it Undead?
No, it's Oculus. It's still Oculus Trip. They just make it so that the title looks like it says Strip.
Yeah, I know. No, it was actually Strip in Japan. It's Trip here.
No,
Undead and Undressed. They had that in there.
They made the S go into the T, so it looks like it's Strip, but it's supposed to be Trip in both regions.
Which is C.
And I know that because Gaming Anarchist talked about that game one time and
Oh,
explained
you
that.
serious?
Yep.
Oh, wow. He talks about everything, does he?
Yeah. I know that because I think he actually owns that game and knows about its development cycle and release and whatnot. So.
Yeah, I played it before. It's interesting.
I'm sure it is. Stripping vampires in the sun, trying to get them all naked and
Okay, let's move on.
naked.
Let's move on.
Donald is not going.
Deus Ex: Mankind Divided, reconquering the FPS RPG genre.
I played a little bit of Deus Ex on what was the last one? Human Revolution?
No, it was Deus Ex 1.
Yeah.
No, really, was it Human Revolution?
Yes, it was Human Revolution.
Yes,
It was Human Revolution, dude.
I don't play Deus Ex like that. I only played it like 3 times.
Casual. Kappa.
No, something about Human Revolution just made my eyes like really hurt. Like I was enjoying the game, but my eyes were just really like in pain.
Yeah, I'm blaming it though. At the PC version, better.
I don't know, maybe it's
I
just
play on PS3 and PC.
But yeah. What are your thoughts on this though? Because I don't really care about the FPS genre all that much anymore.
It's not an FPS. It's an RPG. It's an FPS RPG, dude.
It falls under the category
First person,
of
not
FPS.
first person. Yeah. Yeah, it's first person style RPG with gun mechanics. So yeah, it's FPS.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't really have an opinion on this, unless if anybody else
I
does.
don't really either. I mean, I don't see what's revolutionary about it personally, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
It
Nick,
kind of looks like a generic first-person shooter to me with some RPG mechanics, but we shall see.
Yeah, it does.
And in our final topic, a Boy and His Blob is getting release date.
It's coming to the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation Vita, the that Trash Can 1 and the PC Master Race on January 19th.
Trev Cat 1.
I watched the trailer. I had this vibe of Kirby.
It
I don't
originally,
know about you.
I know it originally came out on the Wii. I should have, I've seen it for cheap every single time. I've seen it for cheap, and I wish I picked it up, but like, still, I think it'll be a great time for me to finally get into finally actually play Boy and His Blob, and it's gonna be in HD, so hooray! But still, I think it's one because I know it was a remake of an NES game that had the Blob, and it kind of was just same thing, but like still done better by Way Forward because that's the people who made the Shantae games, and so maybe if I see it at a good price, I may pick it up, and maybe you want to see a stream of it. Anyone?
Maybe.
Anyone? See more?
I know you're into platforms.
No.
So yeah.
Yeah. Because you're casual at them. Now, before we wrap up, we'll bring
Excuse
up some
me?
things.
I have 100%ed Sonic Generations, dude. Just shut
I
your
wasn't
face.
talking to you. I wasn't talking to you, you fool. I was talking to Anthony. I mean, talking to Dom.
Yes, you were
That,
talking.
you know,
You just
that
said
game we all
that
mentioned?
you were.
Yeah, because I don't fucking.
Yeah, because I mistakenly say your name.
Fine, whatever. Go.
Anyway, you were trying to.
I got a little something to bring up. Yeah, Crackdown single player is launching after the multiplayer. Crackdown 3.
Why?
I don't even know. It's just
There's-
weird. I think they weren't not finished with the story.
Then just delay the game so we can
Or
have
need more
both the single
optimization.
player and the multiplayer on.
This is why, and I'm sorry to cut you off, Anthony, but this is exactly why we have demos. It's so that you can let us play the game, and if you want, you can give us the ability to transfer over our save data from the demo over to the full game. I don't see why it's so. Even if it's a short demo and it only shows us like a very small tidbit of the game, if you can give us like new things to do each and every time for that small demo, people will play that and wait for the game and have an opinion on it. I'm sure people would buy it if they had the chance to play it and potentially give you feedback on how to fix it or what needs to be fixed before the game launches. But nobody wants to hear that.
Nope.
If you're gonna do
It's a
that,
shame too. Indeed.
go.
That's a shame because this Crackdown's a really good series. Second one was kind of disappointing, but no, the first one was like amazing. It was totally an unexpected hit because had the Halo 3 beta, and people only reason why people got Crackdown because of the Halo 3 beta, and when people played it, they were blown away.
I see James retweeting Ludes. Higher that line.
Yeah. Oh well.
We love you, James.
But yeah, just the thing they could have just done is honestly just delay the game so when you're done with the single player you can put it in the game and so we can have both of the same both modes right when we pick up the game.
Or better yet, they could have released a multiplayer beta too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Could have done that. But anyways, I think we're.
I ain't finished.
Oh, you're not done yet?
I'm finished. Oh. No.
What?
What's that topic I had? Darn it, I just lost it. Oh yeah, no Assassin's Creed in 2016. Your thoughts on that?
Oh yeah, I remember that topic. I forgot to save the link
Yes.
for that. And
Yes.
apparently it's supposed to be in Egypt. You remember when Alex Hutchinson said that Egypt was boring? You remember that?
Yep.
I just don't care about Assassin's Creed.
So.
No, I'm glad it's getting the freaking break because and it's just like for the past since Assassin's Creed 2 we have a game every single year. Like take a break for crying out loud.
Well, technically, Sonic did kind of take a break in
We're not
2015.
talking about Sonic.
No,
Let's
well, I
talk
was
about
thinking of,
Sonic.
I know, but like, still, people are saying, "Oh, give Sonic a break." He kind of did this year. He didn't have any game release besides Sonic Runners. That's it.
That's a mobile game.
Yeah, so yeah,
But
got announced, but it didn't get released. So sorry, I kind of went off, but still.
Yeah.
it's all right.
Yeah, it's something interesting. Every single Xbox One holiday 2015 exclusive sold over 1 million copies.
Really?
Interesting.
That includes yeah, that includes Tomb Raider, but that was 2 months afterwards.
Are there any more things that you have before we wrap up?
Yeah, there's one little topic that we probably go in deep discussion about.
Oh.
What is a game sales flop?
Uh-huh.
Like what is considered a flop and what is considered a success in terms of sales?
It depends on the game, to be honest. It depends like how much money each what was put into the game, but it just depends,
I would
really.
I would I
Like
would
for example,
argue. Well, for one, I would argue it depends on what the expectations of the company are, but
Mhm.
it also depends on you know
the
how
game
well
itself and how much it costs.
yeah, like how much it costs, if the game is actually good, and if fans want it. Like, a game could be good but not sell well initially, but sell better over the year. But a game could also be bad and flop initially, and then eventually make up those sales as the year goes on. Hello, DMC, DMC. Why people bought
Mhm.
that game is beyond me.
Hey, I didn't buy it. I
And
pirated it.
oh well, you're going to jail now. You committed a crime on the internet. Get out.
Yeah, but I buy Nick. You can tell the popo that I buy my games now. Actually,
Yeah, now before you're stealing stuff, still a crime. Yeah.
but I bought those games
Games?
actually.
But I pirated like 10. Shh, don't say anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it definitely depends on you know the game and what the expectations are, and if the game is quality.
And Tomb Raider is a good example of that. The game sold over 30 million, and Square Enix said it wasn't a success.
Yeah.
And yet they put it on an Xbox One. Their logic.
Yeah, that's why I harp it back to, because like anyone can, like a lot of people would want 30 millions in sales, but still Square Enix considers it a failure.
Yeah, the logic behind Square. Eh, is there anything else before we wrap up then?
I think I got everything else.
Alrighty then.
Let's see.
I guess like I think I'm gonna be streaming Sleeping Dogs basically right after this podcast. So
Alrighty. So you guys should definitely check out Tony's stream. Um, he'll
Oh,
you
can I
can.
give him a plug at the way before we close?
Oh yeah, go for it.
You can catch me and Sleeper Hunter James or H Hunter James over at the Cooperative Podcast, aka the CCP, every bi-weekly with where our host Renegade Operative.
Hmm.
So you catch us there, and yeah, me and James are two podcasters. Enjoy.
You can sometimes see me on the episodic discussion with Renegade, so it's also over on that same channel.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, Reapers has also joined that, which unfortunately Reapers had to take care of a family emergency, so he's not here. So I'll plug him for today, since that sounds so wrong. I'm gonna plug him.
Um,
Um, and then you can find myself and Tony over on Twitter or Twitch, and also here and yeah, whatnot, and
just ask us
there
anywhere.
and over there, over
over here
here.
and over there. in the clouds and in the sky and up on the moon.
Sam, just let me be.
Cloud9.
Alrighty. Anyways, we hope you all enjoyed this tonight's podcast. Hopefully, we can get some more people next time. And after this particular podcast, we are beginning our irregular schedule, so you might not see us for a while, or you might see us a little bit more frequently. It just depends on um, what our schedule is in terms of school and whatnot. But anyways, this has been the BioDevils podcast, and we'll see you all next time.